Here are 4 money habits that you need to avoid in order to become a happier person financially. There's this saying that you should watch your actions for they become your habits. Watch your habits for they become you. So if this sounds like what you'd love to hear, let's dive into them. Meanwhile, if this is your first time coming to this channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. Do hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more contents like this. Number 1, living beyond your means. The truth is, everybody is poor in one way or the other. It just depends on what we don't have. It doesn't make sense to impress people that you probably don't even like and living in regrets afterwards. When you find yourself or someone else constantly buying expensive things that most times they basically do not need just to impress people around, it has become a habit for them, and sometimes they do it without even knowing. Most of them are probably leading an expensive life, and this would hurt them in the long run. The major solution to that is to always divide your income into 2. Put out the first half into a savings account where you can't touch it, and try to survive with the remaining half. That's frugal lifestyle. Which brings us to the second point. No expense tracking. You mustn't be a millionaire before you start tracking your expenses. In fact, you need to start tracking your expenses in order to become financially stable. You can't provide a solution to a problem that you don't even know about. How would you know how well or how badly your financial life is when you can't even tell how much you've spent and how much you've saved? It's nearly impossible. Tracking your expenses can be done with a pen and a paper, as well as with mobile apps too. Some of those apps are free, while some can be paid for, and those that can be paid for have a free trial option. I personally use the QuickBooks app and the Mint app to track my expenses and my finances too. And no, they didn't sponsor this video. There are nice apps out there, and those apps are user friendly and they will do the job. An expense well tracked will lead to a happy financial life. Which leads us to number 3. Lack of savings. If you save money today, money will save you tomorrow. I've talked about savings before now, but this only means that the benefits of savings cannot be overemphasized. It's literally what the name implies. Having savings would save you, and not saving money would not only let you get stuck in a problem, but would also give room for the problem to keep escalating. It's simple. Put out a certain amount of money in a savings account and do not touch it for any cheap reasons. It would always come in handy when you have an emergency. Maybe your car broke down, or you were involved in an accident, or they sacked you from work. It's plenty. Which leads us to the last point. Overlooking budgets. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the trap of overlooking your budget. This is a bad habit that involves neglecting the careful planning and tracking of your financial resources. This could have a negative effect on your overall financial well-being. If you consistently disregard your budget, you risk overspending, accumulating debt, and missing out on saving opportunities. The impulse of instant gratification often drives individuals to spend extravagantly, ignoring the constraints that a good structured budget can provide. This can lead to a cycle of debt accumulation and loans, which will eventually make you unhappy. To break these bad habits requires commitment and discipline. It's not easy. You should clarify yourself on why you're making the budget and why you need to stick to the budget. There are budgeting tools and apps out there to use too. In the end, developing a habit of sticking to your budget not only empowers you to make good financial decisions, it also gives you freedom and happiness in life, in your relationship, and a more stable future. That's it for today. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And if there are things you feel I should improve on, let me know in the comment section. I'll be there. Peace.